Two good pieces of news with this one today. First of all, more jobs coming to Texas. Second of all, chip manufacturing will begin in Texas and in the U.S. That's great. No more, well, not no more, but a lot less relying on overseas chip manufacturers. Let's read this from CNN.com. Samsung is planning to build a $17 billion semiconductor manufacturing facility in Texas as part of efforts to tackle a global shortage of chips, this we know. Announcing its largest ever investment in the United States, the South Korean electronics giant said Tuesday that the factory would create 2,000 high-tech jobs directly and thousands more in the local economy once it's in full operation. The facility is expected to begin operations in the second half of 2024. This is great news because with the supply chain issues going on right now, people having to wait in all sorts of different industries for components and equipment, parts, and things. This will be great, even though it'll be a few years. But you got to start this stuff now. With greater manufacturing, this should have been started, years ago. With greater manufacturing capacity, we will be able to better service the needs of our customers and contribute to the stability of the global semiconductor supply chain. This is Kanami Kim, Vice Chairman and CEO of Samsung Electronics. The company said that it chose the city of Taylor in Texas for its new plant based on multiple factors, including its proximity to Samsung's current manufacturing site in Austin, and I wonder what they manufacture there. The local semiconductor ecosystem and government support. The Taylor site will span more than 5 million square meters and is expected to serve as a key location for Samsung's global semiconductor manufacturing capacity, along with its latest new production line in this place in South Korea. Samsung's announcement comes at a time when the Biden administration has been pushing semiconductor production and research in the United States. I know they passed a bill in earlier this year. I want to say it was June that allocated a lot of funding for this kind of thing. So who knows what kind of money they're getting? I don't know in tax breaks or incentives or what. But although the current worldwide shortage of computer chips is primarily driven by the impact of the pandemic, extreme weather events that have hampered production and other factors, the United States has been lagging behind other producers for years. Its share of worldwide semiconductor manufacturing dropped to just 12% last year, according to the Semiconductor Industry Association. Well, that's not good, considering how many consumer electronics are sold in the United States. I wonder what that percentage is. That's down from 37% in 1990. The trade group blamed, quote, substantial subsidies offered by foreign governments that place the United States at a competitive disadvantage. Asian countries, including Taiwan and South Korea, dominate the industry. Samsung and other South Korean manufacturers are spending huge amounts of money to shore up their production in the decade ahead. In May, Samsung said that it would invest 38 trillion Korean won, which is $34 billion, in production of logic chips, the brains that power computers. That brings its total spending in the business to 171 trillion won, 151 billion over the next decade, including commitments announced in 2019. The chipmaker also announced in May that it has begun construction of the production line in this place in South Korea, one of the world's largest hubs of semiconductor production, which it expects complete in 2022. So it'll be a few years before this thing is up and running. Okay, well, 2.5. But this is good news for Texas, good news for the U.S., and good news for suppliers of chips. So that's great. That's what I had for you today. You can follow the link down below if you want to watch this interview here with these people that I'm giving free advertisement to. All right, that's all I've got for you now. Thanks for watching.